Good morning, students. Students, before teaching a lesson, I would like to ask you few questions. Name some countries you know. Okay, India, Brazil, Russia, etc. Now, tell me some names of English movies you have watched. Okay, Harry Potter, Baby's Day Out, Jumanji, etc. Tell me some of the poets' names. Oh, you have learned. Amelia Josephine Burr, Christina Rossetti, C.J. Dennis, etc. Now, name some stories you have read. Yes, you have read stories of Akbar and Birbal. Okay? The Ugly Duckling, The Laughing King, and many more. Okay, today I am going to teach you a lesson on AESOP fables. What are fables, children? I will tell you. Fables are short stories that have a moral or a message for us. Something to learn and keep in mind as we grow up. The theme and characters in these stories are interesting and are often funny. The moral of the fable is always found at the end of the lesson. Fables are read all over the world. Children, who writes stories? To whom has God given this talent? It's given to human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called AESOP. AESOP lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. He was a great storyteller. His fables were most popular in Western countries. People passed them to generation to generation. Many proverbs and sayings that we use today are based on these fables. Proverb means, for example, practice makes perfect. Now, here are two well-known fables of AESOP. Today, I will explain you the first story, The Stag at the Pool. One day, a beautiful stag means a male deer, came to a pool of clean water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. He was delighted. Delighted means feeling or showing great pleasure with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept on looking at his own reflection. How handsome I look, he said to himself. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. Disgusted means feeling strong dislike. Look at my legs. Ugh! They are so ugly. All spindly. Spindly means very long and thin, with small feet. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. Stately means grand. As he was brooding in this way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. Brooding means thinking sadly for a long time. At the same time, he picked up the scent of hunters. With a quick turn, he bounded away. Bounded means to run away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. Swiftly means very quickly. The hunters were hot on his trail. Hot on his trail means very close to him. But they were no match for his speed. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into a thicket. Thicket means a large group of trees growing close together. They were trees with strong branches growing close together. And alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught in the thick growth. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. Entangled means got caught in something. Antlers means horns. Once again, the stag could hear the hunters drawing close. Drawing close means coming nearer, and grew afraid. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. Moral of the story is, utility is important than beauty. Did you understand the lesson, my dear students? Read the lesson and understand the story. Homework will be given in your school app. Thank you, dear students.